This is Joy with Writings with Joy, and this was not planned, but my spirit guides asked me to ask the question: is your teenager up to no good? So I think there's a person in my collective, and when I say the collective, I mean someone who either will watch this video or have been watching my videos, who's wondering about their teenager. And I'm not going to say they're not up to no good. I just think that they're in love. And if you remember what it's like to be in love when you're a teenager, yeah, they're in love. They don't know what to do. They're confused. They want to talk to you, but they don't know if you should talk to you because, will mom or dad be cool about this? But you know what, guys? They're going to be okay. It's just, typical teenage coming of age story. So that's all I got for you guys. I just saw 11:11 on the clock. Actually, you know what? Let me expand on this topic. For the collective, is their teenager up to no good? Teenager up to no good. You have the Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, look at that. You got the Fool's card. You got the Lovers. The Two of Wands. They're confused. The Magician. Yeah, they're confused. Poor baby. They're stuck in love. To the point where they don't know what decision to make. And it's actually, I feel for someone, they're either about to go to college or thinking about which college to go to, or should they go to college. You know, that leaving senior year but about to start my life phase when you're wondering what you should do. And they have all these options and they're confused. The good news is they have all these options. And none of these options are wrong. But they're stuck in their heads about it. And one of the reasons why they're stuck about it is because, again, they're in love. Will he or she be around if I go out of state? Will he or she be around if ... Should I go to the school that they're going to? Should we make plans together? This was in the reverse. So it speaks of passion, but not in the healthy way. Not in the balanced way, where it's, I don't want to say toxic. I would say codependent. There's a codependency involved in this. Yeah. This is turning out to be a very interesting reading. I wasn't expecting to touch on this topic. And since we're talking about teenagers, I think I'm going to pull out the Kids Tarot. And if you're that teenager, no offense that I'm using the Kids Tarot. I'm not calling you a kid per se. All right. Let's see what we have here. All right. Hold on. That doesn't feel right. This feels right. And cutting the deck feels right. Yep. We got balance, Ace of Wands. And bottom of the deck, we have the Star. If you're the teenager watching this, everything's going to be okay, regardless of what decision you make. King of Swords. Stop getting out of your head, though. That's your problem. If having too many decisions can be considered a problem, that's your problem. And if you're the parent watching this, that's their problem. If you're the parent, and you have the type of relationship with them where you could sit down and talk to them, help them form a decision. Don't make one for them. Ask them what they want. Ask them what their interests are. And include, like, be understanding that they want to include their SO, their significant other, in those plans. Whether that will pan out or not, that's a separate issue. But be understanding that that's part of the factors in their plans. Because also, just remember what it was like when you were 15, 16, 17, and adulthood is staring you in the face, and you know what you want, but you also don't know what you want. You don't know, and every single decision you make seems like the end of the world. If I go to the wrong school, or if I pick the wrong career, because they don't realize that if they make a mistake, that's all it is a mistake. Because they're trained in high school that you have to pick the right school, you have to pick the right career, you have to do this, this, and this. When in reality, if something doesn't work out, you just switch career paths. Or if you're in school and you decide that you wanted to go for psychology, and psychology is not working for you, but you really wanted to be a chef, it's okay to transfer out of that school to become a chef. Your teenager is very talented. Or if you're the teenager, you're very talented. And I don't want to say that's a problem, but that's why you have so many options. Options are a very good thing. You just have to balance it out. So right here I have the balance, which is the Temperance card in the regular tarot. You have to find a way to balance it. And I'm really looking at this card for the first time. You have the Crown. You have 2 cups. When I think about 2 cups, I think about love, soulmate connection. They got their foot half on the ground, half in the water. They have the crown chakra lit up. And it's like they have the world at their feet. This tells me once you do figure it out, once you balance out all the details, because once you make the decision, everything else is going to flow. So once you balance out the details, you'll get out of your head and you'll be okay, or they will be okay. I feel like it started out as the parent, and at some point in this reading, the teenager jumped in. So maybe what I'm thinking is they saw the title, "What is my teenager up to?" And so now they're like being nosy to find out what mom and dad is checking up on about me. So if you are the teenager, because I keep going back and forth between parent and teenager, if you are the teenager I'm talking to, no decision will be wrong. Look at this. It's the Ace of Wands. If you look at all the leaves as an option, you're still holding that branch. Think of the branch as your rod, your source of power. And you have the castle in the background. So it's like your rod is taking you to the castle. And it doesn't matter which option you take, you're still going to get there. And if you are the parent, same thing. They'll be okay. They'll be all right. Love hurts, especially when it's young love, but everything's going to fall into place. You just got to give them time. Speaking of love hurts, 5 of Cups. A breakup is coming if it hasn't happened already. Then if you're that teenager, I'm sorry. It's going to be really painful because, like I mentioned before, it's a codependent relationship. It doesn't feel toxic though. It just feels like you guys lean on each other a lot. So if typically codependency is considered a toxic relationship, but if we broaden that scope, you guys found a way to lean on each other a little bit too much, but not to the point where it's toxic. But either way, with the Five of Cups, I'm seeing a breakup. But I'm also seeing the Nine of Coins, which speaks of a prosperous future. So again, your future is bright. And you also have the Bird. I'm going to use this tarot deck more often. You also have the Bird. So whenever I think of birds, I think of messages from the spirit world. But in this case, it feels like the bird is guiding you. It's guiding you from here, the grayness, the loneliness, the, looking for the Five of Cups, the Five of Cups, the breakup, to this beautiful garden that's waiting for you. So if you guys do end up breaking up, it's going to work out. If you can't decide which school to go to, don't worry about it. It's going to work out. Parents, if you're worried about why your teenager is being so moody, it's because they're a teenager. It's going to work out. Everybody just has to give it time, relax, get out of each other's heads, and trust that as things unfold, that you'll find where you're supposed to be, which is this beautiful garden. Okay. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. If you'd like a personal reading with me, I'm only doing personal readings through Patreon. So click the link in the link tree and check out the tiers. Go to the Patreon page. If you only choose to pick a personal reading and then only stay as a Patreon for 1 month, you're not going to hurt my feelings. It's just the way my spirit guides wants me to handle personal readings. It's not directly processing payments like if I booked a reading through PayPal. So this was a way for me to kind of get around that and still offer personal readings because they don't want me to handle money directly for personal readings. So if you like to go to Patreon, check out the tiers. You have the fairy community tier where it's basically community based, where we talk to each other, share posts, where I'll be sharing posts and videos such as this for the Patreon community though. Specifically for the Patreon community. And then the second tier is angel messages, where I would write a channel letter and mail it to you, actually put it in the mail for you. And then the third tier is where you'll get the personal reading from me, where you'll send me your questions, I'll do the reading for you, record it, and send you back a private link. So if you're interested, go ahead and visit the Patreon link. If not, thank you guys so much for continuing to support me on this YouTube channel. I hope to continue seeing you guys on YouTube. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Click like, subscribe. I keep forgetting to do that. Like, subscribe, share, and I hope you guys have a great, blessed day. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.